So we've all been there. You're on a dating app, things are going great. You are texting back and forth, laughing at memes, maybe even planning a date. Then poof, they disappear. Ghosted. And it's like, what just happened? Did I do something wrong? I have been on dating apps for a few months now, and it's been a mess. I had one guy ghost me after 3 weeks of talking, and another who only wanted to meet at 11 p.m. on a random Tuesday. If you are not taking this seriously, why are you even here? Anyone else feeling like online dating is just a game for some people? Honestly, this is hard. 3 weeks of chatting?
I just got ghosted after what I thought was one of the best first dates I've ever been on. So let's do a story time. I honestly feel so embarrassed, but whatever. Me and this guy have been talking for a month before we met, which is important to remember. Met on Saturday, and immediately I felt super comfortable around him, no awkward silences, and the conversation just flowed really well. Everything just felt very natural, and at the end of the date, he even started talking about his availability for the next week because he wanted to see me again. When I got home from the date, he texted me and said, "Thanks for coming out. I loved hanging out with you." And again, talked about a second date. Texted like normal a little bit the next day, but then he stopped responding around like 5 p.m. on Sunday, but I didn't think anything of it. Before you know it, it's Monday night. It's been 24 hours and I haven't heard anything, and that's when I knew. I can't even tell you how confused I was because we've been talking every day for a month, and then we met and had such a good first date.
Building some kind of connection, and then radio silence. It kind of just feel like personal betrayal sometimes. And the worst part is you're not alone. This kind of happens a lot. There was actually a survey that found that almost 80% of people have been ghosted on dating apps. Yes, 80%. That is a lot of emotional whiplash. I mean, come on. Asking someone to rate your profile or sending a picture of your cat to someone and calling it a first date. I get it. People are trying to stand out, but is this really how people are doing things now? But honestly, let's not pretend like the greatest part of online dating is the catfish chronicles. Because there is a whole other level of strange. I'm talking about filters, okay? Because apparently some folks think it's okay to show up like a whole new different person on the first date.
I'm not doing no more dating apps. I swear I'm not. What you mean why I'm doing this? What you mean why? You're not the person that you said you was. Like, you really catfished me. No, you're not. You catfished me, dude. Seriously, you got a whole different profile pic. You came to my crib looking like this.
I'm still the same person you fell in love with on the phone.
I'm not listening here, man. That's what I'm saying. I knew it was the reason why you didn't want to FaceTime me, man. That is crazy, man. I can't believe you really catfished me, man.
Embarrass me like that, though?
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm just saying, like, you could have just showed your true self,
You
man.
trying to embarrass me like that, though?
I'm not trying to embarrass you, dude. You could have showed your true self. Like, you really played me. I don't want you, dude. I'm serious. I don't want you, dude. You really lied.
Yeah, that's not a quote at all, right? Yeah, we all know photos can be deceiving. But when they look nothing like your profile picture, it can be really tough. And there actually have been some studies where people have admitted that they use heavily edited pictures on their online profiles. 1 in 4 people admitted to using heavily edited photos online. Which honestly, why do we do this to ourselves? Because you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. Oh. Now, on a more positive note, let's talk about success stories. Because guess what? It can happen. One user actually shared how they found a genuine connection on Hinge. And it turns out they have been seeing each other for months now. Pretty sweet, right? It's like finding a unicorn in a haystack.
I will never return to dating apps because there's only 4 kind of men on there. Number 1, we've got the incels. These are the ones that have never had this much access to women in their lives. They will likely send you a very weird, very overtly sexual message. Then when you don't respond, they'll say, "Your mum's a fat slag anyway." Cuss the rest of your family and cuss all women in general because they're just angry at the world. Next, you've got the squatters. These are the ones that have been living on the app for years. They've moved all their furniture in and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They keep paying their council tax. You could delete the app a million times, re-download it a million times. years could pass and you will still see that person there. That is their second home. Then you've got the ego hunters. These are the ones that are just on the app for their daily dose of validation. They're extremely insecure in themselves. They need it to feel like women fancy them, otherwise they don't understand their purpose in life. They are very easy to spot. Then lastly, you've got the genuine ones. Aww. These are the lovely, handsome men that are actually looking for and are ready for a serious relationship. However, they are the unicorns. They are almost mythical. But because there have been some lucky women that have had those, this is the hope that has most women on the app in the first place. But it is a needle in a haystack situation.
But here is something. There are about 36% of people who have actually had long-term relationship that started online. It can work. But for every Hinge success, there's at least 5 ghosting horror stories. So how do we survive this dating jungle? Honestly, it just comes down to setting some realistic expectations. If you're looking for something serious, communicate that upfront. Don't waste your time on those who want to send selfies of their cat at 11 p.m. Look at it. People are finding what they want. Just maybe there is hope for us all. Just remember the odds might be a little more in your favor if you can dodge all the weirdos and the cat photos. Alright, here is my advice. Don't be afraid to take a break if it's getting frustrating. But when you're ready, jump back in. Because somewhere out there is someone who is real. And they are probably just as tired of filters and ghosting as much as you are. I really want to hear your stories. So seriously, drop them in the comment section. So let's see who's got the craziest story, the funniest story, the heartwarming story. And who knows, maybe I can feature your story in the next video. So I'll see you in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Like the video.